Any tips on knowing the right defender to select while defending my opponent's build-up?
Griezmann, 3 men around him, and somehow finds some space. Ronaldo, fantastic, opening the drive back.
He's made himself the tiniest bit of space.
Almost feels like a bit of a taunt. Didn't really go for it. Oh! Display there is absolutely ridiculous. The Elastico on the goal line. On the goal line, the finest.
We talked about Aussie FIFA. He's not here to make up the numbers.
I mean, it's a question that I've been asked time in, time out in the comment section. And let me just say, I'm starting to upload tutorials based on your guys' comments, and they will be featured in the next tutorial. So, if you have something you want me to address, chuck it down below in the comment section and I'll be sure to make a video on it. But addressing this comment, a lot of the time people overcomplicate their defending style. They think, I need to get the ball back as quick as I can, or I need to sit back and do absolutely nothing and just hope to God that the opponent mispasses and I can use the AI to defend for me. Well, when you get up to a higher level, this ain't gonna work. You need structure, you need balance, and you can't overcomplicate things. What I will say though is, a very good key that I stick to, or rule you could say that I stick to when it comes to defending, is when your opponent is in his own half, you want to press high up the pitch and squeeze him off the ball. When your opponent is in your half, you want to keep your defensive structure, not overcommit too many defenders, and ensure that you minimize the amount of gaps and holes that the opponent can exploit, and obviously get into your 18-yard box. Now, what I will say is, to address your question, any tips on knowing the right defender to select when defending my opponent's build-up? What I will say is, when it comes to pressing the opponent, it's a matter of switching between multiple defenders at once, 3 or 4 at once, and pressing high up the pitch and using second man press as you do so. Because when you use second man press, and as you switch between all 3 defenders, it will push them up in a line together. So if you constantly switch between those 3 defenders whilst holding R1 or RB if you're on Xbox, it will move them up in a line because you're constantly moving up with your defender that you have selection of, and also you're constantly moving up with a defender who is second man pressing. Now, when it comes to actually selecting the correct defender to get the defensive shape, this is about knowing what formation you have and knowing what shape your formation sets up as when it comes to defending. For instance, let's use the 4-3-2-1 as an example. That sets up as a 4-4-2 when defending. Now, what you want to do is focus on keeping those 4 midfielders in a line and those 4 defenders in a line. And you want to focus on dragging them back and keeping them in their holes. That's a very big mistake that people make. They think they have to jockey and win the ball back as soon as the opponent gets near them with the defender. No, you can just sit in the hole and not overcommit too much, because eventually he's going to have to do something. And then, when they're isolated in these situations, whether that's on the wing or whether they've passed into the striker and he has no options to pass to after that, that's when he can press them slightly and try and squeeze them off the ball when you're in your own half. But it's about switching between defenders and keeping them in their structure, keeping them in their formation, in the defensive shape, and this will help you guys defend in those final third areas. I hope this makes sense. It's essentially when you're pressing, you want to be switching between multiple defenders at once, and when you're defending in your own half, you want to be switching between defenders to keep the shape of the defense. So I hope this helps you, and I hope this helped the people watching on. I'm coaching, and I've just added the lobby into my academy where you can request personalized tutorials, and I upload them for the Patreon so that you guys can learn off them, and the people in, your peers in the academy. I have coached hundreds of people, many testimonials proven of taking them from low divisions to the high divisions. Check that out. The link is down below. But yeah, as always, I hope you guys have a good day. I'm out. Sayonara, au revoir, adios, salam, ciao. Goodbye.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then I'd really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. And lastly, if you do want any pre-gaming fuel or supplement, then head over to atpscience.com, which is the first link in the description, and use the code DylanEtsATP at checkout to get yourself a discount. Not only is it the cheapest way to get supplements, but it helps me out a ton, guys, so thank you.